we sing, when we sing, when we sing, we pray twice. I found out today this quote comes from St. Augustine. I didn't know that before.
No face.
When we sing, when we sing, when we sing, we pray twice. When we sing, when we sing, when we sing, we are one. Let me sing the same thing again. When we sing, when we sing, when we sing, we pray twice. When we sing, when we sing, when we sing, we are one. Then Shirul Adonai, sing a song to God. Shirul Adonai, 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 la 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 la. When we sing, when we sing, when we sing, we pray twice. When we sing, when we sing, when we sing, we are one.
What a beautiful way to start Shabbat. What a beautiful way to bring into our souls a sense of Shabbat peace and Shabbat joy, knowing that as each of us sing, even though we might be muted, that we are able to connect not just to God out there, but to the godliness within each one of us and to the God that's found in the connection between us and one another. And that's what we strive to do each Shabbat as we come together. That's what we strive to do as Jews, whether it's doing a mitzvah project or praying or studying. How can we bring God into that space in between? And when we sing and when we pray aloud, when we pray with music, we're just doubling our efforts. So how beautiful. I've been thinking a lot about this being the end of Hanukkah. Today was the 8th day. And because of that, we need to carry with us that idea of bringing light to the world. We had that idea that a small group of people was bringing light by sticking to their guns and changing the world. We bring light in the way the candles were illumined. So as we light these Shabbat candles, I'd like you to think about how you are going to continue to bring light into the world. And maybe it's for a family member. Maybe it's for a neighbor down the street. Maybe it's for a big global problem that needs light shed on it, that needs illumination. But Hanukkah can't just be about children's games and latkes. It could be about latkes, just about latkes. But latkes and dreidel and gelt and lighting the Hanukkah, we can't just leave it there. we need to say, how can we bring that message into our hearts and carry it with us out into the world? So how can we shed light on the world? So as we're lighting the Shabbat candles, I'd like you to think about how you are planning to bring light into the world. And if you could add it to our chat and commit to some way that you're going to carry one of the themes of Hanukkah that we illuminated each one of the 8 nights, whether it was gratitude and gracious giving and appreciation, whether it was fighting for what you believe in, whether it was bringing light to the world, and maybe there were some others that stuck with you. And if you could add that into the chat, then I won't send us to breakout groups.
Well, we like breakout groups.
We'll see.
Oh, no, Maxine doesn't feel social.
She's going to write something right now.
Don't write anything so we can go to breakout groups.
Maybe we'll do breakout groups toward the end. I think it'll stop our live stream. So we're going to light our candles. If you have your candles nearby, page 120.
Oh, hear my prayer, I sing to you. Be gracious to the ones I love, and bless them with goodness and mercy and peace. Oh, hear my prayer to you.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu Lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. Let us light these lights and see the way to you, and let us say Amen. Let us light these lights and see the way to you, and let us say Amen.
I almost lit my house on fire, so that's why I took myself off spotlight. But we're fine now. We have averted a crisis that you would have all witnessed. On page 127, I don't see a lot going on in the chat. What's one way you are going to bring more light to the world? Gracious giving, that's beautiful. We offer thanks, O God, for this Shabbat, which unites us in faith and hope, for Shabbat holiness, which inspires sacred living, for Shabbat memories glowing even in darkness, for Shabbat peace, born of friendship and love. We offer thanks and blessing, O God. We turn to page 138 for Lecha Dodi, remembering to rise when we get to the last verse.
Lecha Dodi, Lekra Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Nekavela. Lecha Dodi, Lekra Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Nekavela. Shamor Mizachot, B'dibor Echad, Ishmianu El HaMeyuchad, Adonai Echad, U'Shemo Echad, L'Shem U'Tiferet, V'li Tehillah. Lecha Dodi, Lekra Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Nekavela. Lecha Dodi, Lekra Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Nikavela, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Nikavela. Now I rise to greet the Sabbath bride. Boi v'shalom, ateret bala, gam b'simcha uv'sola, toch emunei am segula, boi chala, boi chala. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Nikavela, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Nikavela, illa-da-da-da, 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 illa-da-da-da.
Let us turn to page 146 for the Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, Le'olam Va'ed.
And we turn the page 148 for Ma'ariv Aravim. Praise
Adonai Eloheinu, Melech Haolam, Asher bidvaro Ma'ariv Aravim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Melech Haolam, Asher bidvaro Ma'ariv Aravim.
This is an hour of change. Within it, we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim. We turn the page.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Hukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadta. Akein Adonai Eloheinu, B'shogbeinu u'v'kumenu, Nasiach b'chukecha, ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד, כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נהגה יומם ולילה. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד.
Please be seated. As we turn to page 154, and we pray together. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take these instructions to heart, which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. Adonai Elohechem Emet. We turn the page. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered. At Sinai, we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, standing at the shores of the sea. Mi chamocha.
Mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, nedar b'kodesh, norah teilot, oseh peleh, norah teilot, oseh peleh. Mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Malchutecha rovanecha, bokei yom lifnei Moshe, zelianu ve'ameru, Adonai Eloch le'olam va'ed. Mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai.
We've crossed the sea in freedom, and now we ask God to protect us, just as God protected the Israelites in the desert and we think of all the hardships they faced. This Hashkivenu is our way of entering the darkness and feeling a sense of faith, a sense of protection, even in the darkest moments.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom Hamidenu Shomrinu L'chaim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom V'hamidenu shomrinu l'chaim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom V'hamidenu shomrinu Ushmor tzeitenu u'borenu l'chaim u'shalom me'ata v'ad olam u'fros aleinu sukat shlomecha Baruch atah Adonai ha'porez sukat shalom aleinu v'yakol amo Yisrael v'yal Yerushalayim.
On page 162, our thoughts are once again directed to the fact that we are together on Shabbat, that's what makes our coming together so special tonight. It's not a regular day. It was special to come together for Hanukkah, but this is even a little bit more so. So we pray together on page 162. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam, brit olam, beini uvein v'nei Yisrael, oti leolam, ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai, et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz, v'yom hashvi'i Shabbat, v'yinafash. And on the seventh day, God ceased from work and was refreshed. So let this Shabbat be a day that refreshes you in some way. We turn to page 166 as we rise for the Amidah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Yemotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim v'Konei Hakol וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע. מחכה חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה. ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל.
Where might I go to find you, exalted, hidden one? Yet where would I not go to find you, ever present, eternal one? My heart cries out to you, please draw near to me. The moment I reach out for you, I find you reaching in for me. Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. Please be seated. We continue responsively. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day, and may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai Mikadesh HaShabbat. And we turn to page 175 for a very special Ritzeh.
Can you hear the piano? Say Adonai Eloheinu me'amecha Yisrael u'tefilatam be'ahava tekabil. Humbled in prayer we seek to reach you, hoping to be heard. Hearts open wide, longing to be true. Oh, let us know that you are near. Open our hearts so we may hear the still clear voice within us all. May we be worthy in our prayer and feel your presence everywhere. May we answer when you call. Say Adonai Eloheinu
How gorgeous. I think this might replace some people as their favorite Ritzay, which is quite the challenge.
Michael Oakes that wrote that also wrote the opening song when we sing.
Oh, beautiful.
He's really, really good.
Oh, lucky us. Well, thank you for bringing that to us. For our moment of gratitude, I would like us all to think about something we're grateful for. And I'm going to, I would like us to share in a breakout room, and we'll just stay for a few moments. Of course, if you don't, not a few moments, a few minutes. If you don't want to go into a breakout room, you can stay and talk to me. And I just would like to do it a little bit different. So it's about 5 people in each room, or 5 screens, or 4. So take a minute, introduce yourselves, and share something you're grateful for or a way you'd like to bring light into the world. And we'll come back together in about 5 minutes. And if you just want to stay in the main room, you'll be in a breakout room with me. So here we go. And you have to accept to join. So you just click yes, or join whatever number's in front of you. It's really nice. And I'm just going to check. Just want to make sure nobody, oops, somebody's alone here in their breakout room. Okay, let me make sure nobody else is alone. Well, they'll be fine. Oh, I got to move her to another room. You guys are too funny. Oops. So how is everyone who's here? What's something you're thankful for, if you want to share?
It's Ava. I have grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm paying my bills. I have food and I have heat.
Fabulous. What a great list.
There's more, but this is what I normally say.
That's a great start. Maxine?
I got to see my son today for the first time since November 2019.
Wow.
It was wonderful. It was just wonderful.
How joyous. You must be floating.
I am. It was great.
So fabulous. Oh, what a treat. I am grateful that I got to take a walk today and that I didn't get too distracted, and then I have a beautiful warm coat to wear, even though it wasn't that cold out, but my street was plowed, and it was just a 20-minute walk, but I got outside and got some fresh air and felt the sunlight, and I'm just very grateful that that happened today, because I've been a little bit of a hermit the last few days. Anybody else want to share? I'm going to broadcast a message to all those other folks that they have about a minute.
I'll share something. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can I be heard? I don't know. Oh. I'm grateful for good friends.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah. Anybody else have anything interesting or good?
Hi, Rabbi.
Hi. What's
I'm
something
being quiet because we just got dinner on the table, so I'm thankful for that. And I have Noah and Jonathan here with me.
Oh, how wonderful.
And Nina was home for Hanukkah, so that was very nice.
So all 4 of you were home at the same time at one point?
At one point, yep,
Oh,
which
that's
was
the
really
best.
nice. She's back in Ohio now. But we had a couple of nights of Hanukkah together, which was really sweet.
And did she get out before the snow?
She did. She actually had a flight on Thursday and we quickly heard about the snowstorm and switched her to Tuesday. So she got back just before the snow. So I'm
That's-
thankful for that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all good.
That's neat. All right, everybody
Good.
should be popping back in.
Okay.
And
Bye. Jill was in the middle of telling me how good I look, and you cut it right off.
Oh, go back into your room.
Go to your room.
I was getting lighting compliments.
I know. I think I have to get one of those lights. I'm up for that. I was trying something else, didn't work. So we put a coda on our thank yous. Baruch atah Adonai hatoshimcha lecha na'eh lehodot. And we together pray for peace.
Shalom Rav, HaYisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, HaYisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav, HaYisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, HaYisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Litzor beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael. בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב, הישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב, הישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
We take these next few moments of silent prayer, and you can look inward, or if you'd like, you can look at the candles, mine or the ones that you lit, and really focus on how you're going to bring light into the world.
Oh, say shalom bimromav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al Yisrael.
Are you a dream person? Do you find meaning in your dreams? Do you get messages when you sleep at night? Messages that interpret moments that have happened in your life or give you guidance for what's going to happen? Or are you like me? I never remember my dreams. I'll believe the scientists that say we all dream. And on the very, very rare occasions when I do, I don't find meaning in them. I don't get the message that they're trying to send me. I mean, there's occasions, but it's so infrequent. Today's Torah portion, though, is very steeped in dreams, and so was last week's. We had the Joseph telling his brothers and father and mother that I had a dream that all the stars and the sun and the moon were bowing down to me. And we know that that led to strife. Everyone believed and interpreted that dream. Joseph doesn't interpret the dream, but everyone around him interpreted the dream as he's saying those that we're all going to bow down to him. A dream that does come true later on. Then we have the dreams of the lean cows gobbling up the fat cows and the lean ears of corn swallowing up the fat ears of corn, forecasting the 7 years of famine and the 7 years of plenty followed by the 7 years of famine. And this parsha, Miketz, we come upon Joseph in prison, and there's 2 prisoners with him, or at least 2, the cupbearer and the baker. And they have dreams, and Joseph interprets them. And those dreams end up foreshadowing their future. One goes on to have a prosperous career, and the other is killed. And Joseph reads that in their dreams. So we can see that the book of Genesis holds great weight in dreams, that there's meaning in these dreams. So that is one definition of dreams, right? To see something in your sleep and to subconsciously process it while you're sleeping, to deal with an event in the past or to foreshadow the future. But Judaism has another meaning. I mean, everybody has another meaning for the word dream. To dream is to be able to envision, to use your imagination to create an image of a future that's better than the one we live in now. To create a future that you want to be part of. We don't dream to live in a desolate, horrible world. We dream for better. We dream for beauty. We dream for peace. We dream of a way to create a world where everyone's treated fairly, where there's no poverty. We dream big. And Judaism is steeped in this. We have Theodor Herzl, Im tirtzu ein zo agada. If you will it, it is no dream. And 50 years, almost to the year, before the founding of the State of Israel, Theodor Herzl said, there will be a State of Israel, a free country within 50 years. He had a vision, he had a dream, he had an idea, something that he could see that nobody else around him could see. And that dream came to be something that all of us can see. We think of this kind of vision dream when we think of the famous words of Martin Luther King Jr. I have a dream. A world where Black children and white children are holding hands, where we're walking together, where there's no differences, where there's peace. And he put that dream out there, and we haven't achieved it yet, but hopefully we've made some progress. It's amazing when people can see a future when nobody else around them can. And I think that's the real power in dreaming. To envision a better world than the one we live in, or a world with something that we've never seen before. I'm very excited that Temple Beth Torah is embarking on a project called The Village. It doesn't have a name yet, the Jewish Village or the Synagogue Village. We'll see what we're going to call it. But it's an idea that grew out of other people's visions, but will be really fueled by our vision. It grew out of a secular movement that started in Boston in the Beacon Hill area, where somebody asked, how can we help adults as they grow older to do so in a vibrant, purposeful, exciting, productive way? And how can we help people to stay in their homes longer and to grow older in a place that's comfortable, in a place that they're familiar with, surrounded by other people that they've developed relationships with? About 4 years ago, the synagogue movement in California, or 2 synagogues in California, created a Jewish village movement. And we are now selected to be part of a grant to partner with Dix Hills Jewish Center to create our village movement. And we've been having some preliminary meetings to think about what that could look like in our community. How can it not just be a duplication of what we're already doing? How can it not just detract from what we're already doing? And that's what, while I was skeptical and I wasn't sure, and there were parts of it that I was wrestling with as some of these questions came up, the part that's gotten me so excited is that we have an amazing new opportunity to dream, to envision something that doesn't exist, to create new ways of making community, to create new ways of creating purpose and meaning and vibrancy in our lives, and to really recognize that we're going to be around for a much longer time than maybe we ever thought we would have been 50 years ago. And how can we make every moment count? How can we keep growing and learning and offering and helping others and allowing others to help us? I had a wonderful opportunity today. Many of you know I volunteer at Opening Word, which teaches English as a second language to adults who mostly, well, they're all immigrants to this country from Haiti and Turkey and El Salvador and Venezuela, Mexico, a whole bunch of different countries. And it's been on hiatus for the volunteers, at least since March, when things closed down for COVID. So today was our first session on Zoom with offering some enrichment. So afterwards, the volunteers like me stayed on the call, and one of the women shared, "Thank you, I have been looking forward to this so much. This is something that gives purpose and meaning to my retirement. I've been on lots of Zoom calls and taken lots of classes and gone to services, but this was what I was really looking forward to, and this is the best half hour I've had in months." I was so moved by that because it's exactly what we want to do with the Village movement. Come up with ways we can create meaning, how we can envision new connections and new ways of people connecting to one another that don't exist right now. So I'm sharing this tonight because I want you to invite you to join us in this dream. Jeff and Wendy Nackinson have agreed to help chair this committee, and we're working with our friends at Dix Hills Jewish Center, and we'll be growing into a steering committee, and then we'll spread this and invite everyone. So let me know, or let Jeff and Wendy know if you're interested in being involved in dreaming with us, in thinking of what could be, of what are new and different ways we can connect. They don't have to be particularly Jewish ways of connecting. It'll just be something that if you're a member of the synagogue within a certain age parameter, maybe 60 to 80, you'll be able to participate in. So we have to work out some of those details of what the age parameter is. But this is really, really exciting. And to be able to do this on a grant that supports our work with consultants who help us think, help us vision, help us build off what other people have envisioned, but make it our own. So please think about joining us. And whether it's the village movement or it's just trying to create a world you want to live in, try to dream really big. And together, let's see what kind of world we can create when we dream and share our dreams with one another. Ken Yehi Ratzon, be it God's will. We turn now to page 586 for the Aleinu. And we rise. The prayer will be on the bottom of page 586.
Aleinu לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לבני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
We turn now to the Mourner's Kaddish on page 598. And we recall with great love those who have died in the past week. Seymour Joel Scheinkoff, father of Paul Scheinkoff, father-in-law Anne, and grandfather of Laura and Matthew. And we send healing prayers to your family. Holmes Halleck, father of Lee Carmen, also for whom we're in the week of mourning, and Jan Vitensky, aunt of Samantha Snow, for whom we're in the month of mourning. And we remember with great love those yurtzites that fall in this season, and I know many of you are here tonight to say Kaddish. Lillian Burku, Samuel Briller, Sarah Clark, Maya Rachel Cohen, Edith Cooper, Samuel DeLittner, Philip Disman, Ethel Dutka, Ruth Epstein, Harvey Finkelstein, Sophie Finkelstein, Milton Friedman, Morris Goldenberg, Benjamin Guncher, Jack Hammer, Harriet Kent, Nettie Kick, Benicia Langberg, Samson Levitt, Pamela Nussbaum, Tessie Rafelson, Sydney Siegel, Fanny Simon, Susan Spielman, Charlotte Sporn, Seymour Turum, Gladys Zalemski. And is there anyone else you're saying Kaddish for tonight? You can unmute.
Rachel Geiger Rosen and Aaron Britvan.
Jerome Ladden.
Let us join together in love and memory. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, b'yama divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, b'galav v'zman kariv v'yimru. Amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mivorak le'olam omei omaya, yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalel v'yitalal, shmei d'kudashah, b'rachu. Leila minko birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata damiran b'yama v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlomo rabba min shamaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, and comfort to all who are bereaved, and let us say, Amen. We turn from the holiness of the Kaddish, the mourner's Kaddish, to the holiness of the Kiddush as we continue to sanctify Shabbat. And I'm going to switch spotlights with the cantor. Page 122, 123.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, b'shabbat kodsho, b'ahava uvratzon hinkilanu, zikaron l'maaseh bereshit, ki hu yom techila, b'mikra'ei kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim. Ki banu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai Mikadesh Hashabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
L'chaim. We turn toward our prayers of healing. I'm going to mute you. And we ask for healing prayers today for Rich Fusco and Betty Morell, mother of Jen Fusco, Julia Leibowitz, cousin of Jane Weiss, Barbara Castell, sister of Leslie Tola, Jay Kranitz, and Sydney Henkel, Millicent Kugler-Kaiser, the family of Corinne and Marty Weber, Jay Silver, Barbara Dreyer, Jerry Nussbaum, Michael Berenstein, Joshua Goodman, Stephen Milgram, Phyllis Belford, Jonathan Dillon Mossberg, Daniel Siegel, Jonathan Craigsman, Billy Kaufman, everyone on our Misha Bayrak list. And who else are you praying for today? You can unmute and say a name, or you could put it into the chat.
Gordon Waldorf.
Thank you.
Velma Vega.
And I'm reading all the names. Say it again.
Lauren Mossberg.
Myron Levine.
Thank you. And I'm reading all the names in the chat as well. So as we pray, I'm holding them in my heart as I know you are in yours. And we turn to the Misha Berach.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mikol Bracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Beirach Imotenu Mekor Abracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body. the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Amen va'amen, or refuah shlema to all those we name and all those you're holding in your heart. I'll mute you. And, okay, thanks. And we now turn to celebration. Actually, I'm going to remove my spotlight and put us back on gallery view. And I know we have at least 3 anniversaries on the call. So I'm going to ask you to unmute and say hi to everybody so you'll pop up as well. So Mark and Lisa Kleinman, or Lisa Klein and Mark Kleinman.
Thank you for the anniversary wish.
Happy anniversary.
Very much.
How many years?
28.
Very cool. That's awesome. And Brooke and Joseph Gottesman.
Hi.
How many years for you guys?
11.
11, Mazel Tov. And Audrey and Jerry Frank.
Hi. We're here.
How many years for you? And you're matching in your
39.
Whoa.
I got it right.
That was good. That's good. It's like a little test.
Practicing, yes.
I got the calculator out.
Good. I'm just seeing if we missed anybody else who's on the call. I don't think so. Now, how about birthdays? Birthdays this week? You might have to tell me. I'm going to look real quick at my list. Are the Henkels on today? The Sydney Henkel. Anybody else have a birthday that just happened or is coming up next week? All right, I'm not seeing any. Bill Milgram, you on the call?
Yeah, Bill's there.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Very nice. I see Aiden Bezak is this week, so we'll tell his grandparents to wish him a happy anniversary, Sandy and Ira.
And Judy's daughter, Jamie.
That's right. It was today or yesterday. And Fern, you have a whole bunch of birthdays coming up, right? You're muted. But I think we have both Adam and Eric's coming up this week. It's always a busy, busy week, or in the next 2 weeks. Happy birthday to both of them. And let us join together in Shehechianu.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu, v'kiyamanu, v'higianu, lazman hazeh. Amen.
Amen va'amen. Shehechi Mazel Tov. That's really what I want to say. I'm trying to remember. And now I'd like to invite Elise Freiberger to share with us some upcoming events. And it's kind of quiet this week. You have an easy job right now, but we are so excited to have you with us.
Thank you, Rabbi. Yeah, this is a quiet couple of weeks coming up. But first, happy anniversary again to Lisa and Mark, and Brooke and Joseph, and Audrey and Jerry. Mazel tov. So tomorrow, December 19th, 9 a.m. is a Torah study. And on Sunday, 10 a.m. is the Walk and Talk group. Rabbi, where is the Walk and Talk group meeting for the Walk and Talk?
At the Dix Hills Library, the one that's right across the street from the temple.
Okay, the old Chestnut Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Monday, December 21st is the Board of Trustees meeting starting at, I think it starts at 7 instead of 7:30.
It's 7.
So yeah, everybody is invited. Tuesday, December 22nd, 10 o'clock is Jewish Tangents by Zoom. The temple will be closed on the 24th through the 4th. But we'll be having Friday night services on December 25th. 6:30 start like tonight. And Saturday, December 26th, the following Saturday at 9 a.m. again, Shabbat Torah study. And on Thursday, January 14th, looking ahead to mid-January, 7:30 p.m., we will be having a benchmark presentation sponsored by the URJ, who will be joining us and giving some results of our benchmark survey and the listening campaign and some other updates on the commitment to giving. And I think that takes care of it. Did I miss anything?
No, nothing in the short term. So
Okay,
that's
good Shabbos, everybody.
good Shabbos, Elise.
Thank you.
And we do have Torah Yoga on the 25th. I wasn't going to, but now we do at 10:30. And we'll see about New Year's Day. Maybe not on New Year's Day, but it's Christmas Day. I figured we could do it. And then when it resumes in January after the break, we're going to switch to 10:15. It's really one of my favorite things that I do every week. So I hope you'll think about joining us and trying some Torah Yoga. Cantor.
So I've actually sung this song with Jody before. We usually do it as a duet. And I thought it was kind of fitting in light of the vaccine coming out, that we sing a Kol HaOlam Kulo, a Gesher Tsar Me'od. The most important thing is on the other side of fear. The most important thing is on the other side. The most important thing is on the other side. The most important thing is on the other side of fear. Kol ha'olam kulo, kol ha'olam kulo, gesher tzar, gesher tzar me'od. Kol ha'olam kulo, kol ha'olam kulo, gesher tzar, gesher tzar me'od. והעיקר, והעיקר, לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר, והעיקר, לא לפחד כלל. The most important thing is on the other side. The most important thing is on the other side. The most important thing is on the other side of fear. Kol ha'olam kulo, kol ha'olam kulo, gesher tzar, gesher tzar me'od.
Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu, Ve'imotenu, our God and God of our mothers and fathers. Please enable us to continue to see your light and enable us to be the cause of your light shining in the world. Help us to dream your dreams and to make them come true. Shabbat Shalom. It's great to see